Hello, miners and crafters, and welcome to another episode on the BoCraft server. I'm Bergen Brump, and I've been very busy. Let's take a look around at what I've done. As you can see, I've managed to get myself some diamonds and some great enchantments. Let's just sleep and get rid of this night so I can show you all the busy stuff I've been up to today. So over the past week, I have built, first of all, I've finished my villager trading hall. My mine looks a little bit different. Decorated it with a few ores, and yes, I have managed to get enough to be able to use some diamond ore to decorate. The outside of this build, I kind of had a few issues with. It was looking a little bit plain. I tried mixing it up a little bit with the different woods. Inside, you can see I've managed to get some villagers to get the good enchantments I've needed. Unbreaking. I've got a looting villager, and all the way down this end I have an efficiency, a mending, and a respiration villager. The rest of the enchantments I did manage to get off the enchanting table. The only things that I am missing are some sort of protection on my helmet and some sort of protection on my boots. However, some shops are opening very soon. A lot of the players are finishing up their farms and what they're working on for their shops. So speaking of shops, I have decided to go with some clerics to get the bottles of enchanting. We are doing the Ender Dragon fight this weekend on Saturday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Australian time. So I figured there's going to be a lot of end raiding. People aren't going to want to keep coming back to their XP farms to mend their elytras and their tools. So bottles of enchanting will be a great place to start with a shop. I've got some exciting plans after that. However, the one thing I have been stuck with is the gold for the apples. As you can see, I'm eating golden carrots now instead of steak, which come from my farmer villager. I got this mainly for the apples, to get the apples to make the golden apples. The only other thing that is a bit grindy is the eyes to make the fermented spider eyes, because I haven't found any mine shafts. So another thing that I have worked on is the iron farm. So let's take my horse, good old KFC. Thanks, Sonic, for that suggestion. We now have KFC and Taco Bell on the server, the two horses that are named that I know of. And let's just go for a ride over to our iron farm and check out what I've been doing up there. And here we are at my iron farm. I've got a safe place for my horse to stay. Over there is where another player has sort of built up a temporary home for themselves, but let's go check out this. For some reason, the iron golems are spawning on the glass. I have no idea why. I've tried putting redstone dust down. They're still spawning on there. So they do still spawn in the kill chamber, but this is probably the best I can do for now. It does supply me with enough iron. So let's take the bubble vader up and check this out. So what I've got is a collection system. Over here, I do have a switch. Let's just get some iron blocks, make a few so I can pillar up. And we'll check out this switch. Now what this switch does is it simply locks the different hoppers. This chest is just a chest. This one is a composter. So I can turn this lever on or off, turn it on, and all the poppies will just go into a chest down here for dye. Turn it off, and they'll go down the composter, down into the composter, down for some bone meal. I don't have a melon and pumpkin farm for the bone meal like I did on the last server quite yet. However, that is in the plans. So let's just tower up here and see if I can see. Now, this is a very similar design to what I did do on the Fieldcraft server. I've got the 3 villagers. They get scared by a zombie, and in here I do have a water flow, pushes the iron golems down into that section, pushes them down, and they get burnt by the lava, and the drops get collected by those hoppers into the chest and down. For some reason, they do sometimes get stuck, which does affect the rates. However, I found the rates are good enough. I have all the lava down the bottom because I did find that they would spawn down there. I have no idea how to fix it. If you've got any suggestions, let me know in the comments. I've tried putting redstone dust, glass, slabs, and they still, as you can see, they still spawn down here. So let's head back to the start, head back to the base, and we'll have a chat about the future plans. And here we are. So the future plans is, I thought, being Bogan, I thought nothing is better to say Aussie Bogan than a giant BB can. I do have a design that I'll briefly put up on the screen that I'm going to somehow go with. I was thinking on that island right there, it's nice and close to the starter base, so I could probably set up a small furnace array for the smooth stone that I'm going to need on the base. I do plan on this being probably about 32 blocks in diameter to start with, and basically going up to at least 100 or 110 blocks above the sand level. So for that, I am going to need a lot of green dye. So I think a cactus farm might be in the works for the future. And I can get the red dye off the poppies. However, I may need some sort of wool farm or some sort of flower farm in the future. So I will be doing a bit of exploring on stream. I will be streaming the End Dragon fight, so my Twitch will be in the description if you want to go and check that out at 9 o'clock Eastern Australian time this Saturday. Let's head over to the Nether and I will show you what we have started on the Nether hub. Let's head back to spawn. So here at the shopping district, we've had a few changes. This great path has been built, makes it look a lot neater. Some shops have been going up. It's starting to look really great and starting to come together a bit. We have a list of all the players on the server. Our diamond pile is growing, which will be great for the events. It is getting night, so let's get out of here, get back into the Nether, onto the Nether roof, and check out our hub. So this is the Nether hub. I have managed to go on a big mining spree for some ice, and we've sort of decided to make highways going in the 4 cardinal directions: north, south, east, and west. At the moment, we've got an east, and behind the hub, we've got the west. The west is my place. Out here is actually something I want to show you. I have been short on gold, so I have been going into the Nether. I found mining gold in the Nether is a lot more successful than mining gold in the overworld. I did do a little bit of mining on stream and got distracted. I found a Nether fortress, built a portal, and it happened to bring me straight out into a jungle. And the player I was with, we found pandas. So we decided that they needed a safe place. So we've made this in the Nether. We did try to get them through the portal, but they were too fat for the portal and died. So it is now going to be our memorial zoo. And next time we're at the jungle, maybe on a stream, we can get those pandas, get the pandas into there and possibly keep them safe. So back over here, one of the players has actually built a gold farm and offered me a deal that if I AFK'd there for a little bit, I got some gold. I managed to get a few stacks of gold ingots. So let's just head over here and check this out. Let's see if there's some, yes, there's some blocks to pillar up. Grab these. I have asked if it's okay to show this on video, so let's pillar up and have a look at how this farm works. Okay, so this may be a new or maybe a old design if you've seen it before. So what happens is these magma floors are 2 blocks high, which means ghasts can't spawn in there. Now, the only mobs that can spawn on these are mobs with fire resistance. So the mobs in the Nether that do have fire resistance are zombified pigmen and Gus. So obviously with the 2 high block, Gus can't spawn in here. However, zombified pigmen can. They don't like the turtle eggs, so they go over to the turtle eggs. They try to get them, fall through the hole down here, and as you can see, they get killed by the fall damage. And the player that made this has a massive storage system. As you can see, it's fairly effective. So I do plan to have a system similar to this in the future. I'll just give him back his blocks. Possibly like this, maybe the exact design, just in a different location maybe, depending on how my mega base is. That would be for my plans for a Pigwin bartering hall to get some of those new blocks. I've used the leaf blocks here. These are to stop the boat, make it easier for the boats to get through, and they don't spawn anything on them, so the Nether is a fairly safe option now. So as you can see, I've been a bit busy. I like to try to show off a lot of the grindy stuff on stream. So if you do want to check out my Twitch, hang out, ask questions. We have opened up the server for a few new players. So you may see a few new names popping up, a few new builds. I'm hoping that in the next week or so, I am able to get to do some base tours without showing some spoilers. So let's just head back to my base, and on that note, I will finish up the video here, and I'll see you all next time on episode 3 of the BoCraft server. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. So far, I've had a lot of fun on the BoCraft server. Don't forget to hit that like, that share, and that subscribe button. Check out the stream for moments like this.